India's premier coupon destinations going a step further to make your shopping experience rewarding. They've launched cashback now, which will allow consumers to earn real cash while shopping at their favorite online stores. They've also unveiled a brand new logo to discuss all of these happenings. Parwani, the founder, joining me on Rising Stars today. Samir, good to have you on the show.
Yeah, thank you. Great to be here.
So let's talk about Coupon Dunia. What sets it apart from some of its competitors? What you set out to do.
Yeah, so what Coupon Dunia is, we're a service that helps people save money on their online purchases. We do so in primarily two different ways. One, we're a complete destination, a complete database of coupons and offers for all Indian online stores. Okay. So wherever you're shopping, whatever offer or deal is out there, we have it listed on our site. So you can search by category or by store name. We have it there for you. On top of that, we have cashback. So this is additional discount. This is an additional money that goes to you from Coupon Dunia after your discount.
Okay.
So to give you an example, let's say you're looking for pizza. You're in the mood for pizza. You come onto Coupon Dunia. You find, hey, Domino's is offering a buy one, get one free pizza offer today. So you click on that offer. We give you the coupon code. On top of that, Coupon Dunia will pay you cash back for making that transaction. Okay. That money comes from Coupon Dunia itself. So it's not something that the rest of the public is getting. So to be specific, Domino's, we give you $21 off. So that pizza that you would have paid, say, $500 for 2 pizzas, now with Coupon Dunia first you get it all, buy one, get one free. So you're paying $250 and you're getting $21 into your Coupon Dunia account.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you make money?
Right. So these are partners, which are online stores. So whether it's Flipkart, Jabong, Make My Trip, Domino's, McDonald's, etc., they're looking to increase their sales. So they partner with us because we have a user base who's looking to shop online, make online transactions. So they give us commissions for sales that we send their way. And then we share this commission with our users in the form of cashback.
So any danger to that, of the fact that we are seeing somewhat of, I don't know if you would call it a slowdown, but some amount of consolidation. A lot of the heavyweight retailers are looking at reducing the discounts. There's been a lot of talk of going forward as well, moving away from that model. Okay. Does that pose a serious risk to a company like yours?
No, actually, ironically, the reduction in discounts might help us.
Okay.
Because these discounts are hurting the margins of e-commerce stores. So when it comes to if their margins are affected, then they're less willing to work with businesses such as us. If they're profitable, if they're giving smaller discounts, consumers will still come to us for two reasons: that A, they're getting some discount. Some discount is better than no discount, and B, they're getting additional cash back, which comes from us. However, the store itself, if they themselves are more profitable, they're willing to work with us to a greater degree, pay us higher commissions, and we can share more of that commission with our consumers. So we'll do well either way.
So you're saying that if they're less profitable, but they wouldn't offer a discount, but they'd still be willing to give out the commissions to you?
So if they're less profitable, then it essentially means they're giving all the money directly to the consumer. So if they're less profitable, it's because their discounts are very high and consumers are directly getting that money.
Yeah.
So for us, I was talking about
you're saying that
from the Coupon Dunia perspective.
If they reverse it.
It's essentially that.
But what if they're not making profits in that environment?
So that's the current environment we're in, where we're still doing well. So
Okay, so give me a sense of the numbers.
So the sense of the numbers are, we've added this cashback 2 months ago. In the first 2 months, we've had 500,000 new users sign up for us. So it's really promising. And the reason why I'm very excited about it is that for an Indian consumer, there's really no better way to save money. So if you're shopping online, you're going to get the best available discount that's out there. Plus, you're going to get additional cashback. As a consumer, it doesn't make sense to not use cashback.
Right. Okay. So of course there are lots of reasons to go for it. I want to understand, you said 500,000, which to me is mind-boggling in the sense that that means that many consumers are willing to spend time online and really find those opportunities, because we're talking about small amounts here. This is really a volumes game, isn't it? So if you're already doing these kind of numbers, what's the kind of potential?
Okay, so it's not necessarily small. It's so for some transactions, it can be in the several hundreds. If it's clothing, For example, it can be 10% off on your transaction. So if you're making a purchase, say on Jabong of $4,000, you're getting 400. I'll give you my personal example. I bought a TV at the end of May for 38,000, and my cashback was almost 1,000 rupees. So it can be considerable. But even if it's your small purchases, for the full year, it adds up. So if you're doing recharge, for example, you're buying from Domino's, McDonald's, etc., these are frequent transactions. So even if your cashback is $10, $20, now if you do those types of transactions 20, 30 times in the year, we expect you to save at least a few thousand, especially if you add in your bigger ticket items. So people using cashback, on average, we think our sort of most active users will save several thousand rupees over the full year.
Okay, and so there's no restrictions. I mean, I can go on there and sort of avail of as many coupons or deals as I like. There's no restrictions. You're kind of inviting repeat customers and so forth, right?
Yeah, exactly. You can just look up whatever. I mean, we make it very easy for you to find. You know, you pick the store name or the category, and the information is right there.
So on the back end for you, in terms of building those partnerships as well, talk to us about how that's going. You know, it sounds like they're very happy to come on board, but are you increasing the number of partnerships? So what are some of your plans going forward?
Right. So we've been at this for about 5 years. So as of now, we pretty much work with all of the Indian e-commerce stores out there. So pretty much everyone. So in fact, like what happens now is smaller stores, those are the only ones that we're adding because we've already worked. We've been around for a long time. So everyone is happy to work with us. Essentially, especially because we work on a success model. So when you're advertising, whether it's an outdoor banner, TV, even a Google search ad, you're paying in advance of you yourself making money. When they work with Coupon Dunya, they only pay us when a sale happens, and we're happy on that model because we know our users are the type who come to us when they're looking to make purchases online. So we're happy to work on this model. It's a win-win-win. So we win because we're getting commissions. Our partner retailers win because they're getting sales, and our users get discounts and cash back.
Exactly. Okay, and how do you measure? You know, you were talking to me earlier about some of the metrics. In terms of, I think you mentioned Google, or how do you measure the kind of popularity, what's working? How many consumers are coming online?
Okay. So we look at our repeat usage, and when it comes to cashback especially, we look to see our users becoming more loyal. I mean, that's what we really expect with cashback, that our users are going to become direct users of us so that we don't have to rely on other mediums of marketing. So in the past, like we probably, you need to continue. You need to continue spending, whether it's on your Google searches and other sort of marketing mediums. Your SEO needs to be, you need to rank very highly in searches. So what we're finding now is that users understand that this is how they can save money no matter what they do. So they come directly to us. So we look at our the percentage of our direct traffic.
Okay. All right. So fantastic. I mean, just to run you through some numbers there, the current GMV is about 1,000 crores. You're looking to scale it up to 4,000, and current app downloads are at about 2.5 million, and you're looking to grow that threefold. So there's a lot of opportunity that you see here. You've also just recently, as you mentioned, moved to the cashback model as well, in addition to coupons. What made you take that step 5 years into functioning as opposed to a little earlier?
Okay, so in terms of the app downloads, we've now made it to 3 million, so we've made some progress on some of the numbers. So in terms of why now for cashback, we think there's an evolution of the Indian consumer. So for 5 years, we did a really good job in making sure that the best coupon was available for the consumer. Now we feel that it's the right time for a cashback. It's possible discounts might decrease slightly. So I think cashback is something that that the Indian consumer is now ready for, and it's something that we've actually been watching for a long time. So last year we even made a prototype. We launched a separate site to do cashback so that we could learn about the economics of it, learn how customers react to it. So that's sort of a test site for us. We learned how well it went, and then now we've sort of merged that into the main Coupon Dunya. So we've been thinking about it for a really long time, and internationally cashback has done very well. So in the US, which is a country with a population of 300 million, the leading cashback site there was acquired about 2 years ago for $1 billion.
Okay.
In China, which is a country of 1.4 billion people, last year, the leading cashback site, Fanli, had a valuation of $1 billion. Right. Now, India, a country of 1.3 billion, So I mean, compared to, so US is 300 million, China 1.4 billion, and India 1.3 billion. So you can imagine the leading cashback site in India will also become a very large business. Of course, the key difference is that e-commerce in India is not quite near e-commerce in China or the US, but it'll get there. And when it does get there, cashback has that value proposition for the user that I think the Indian consumer who loves savings is going to flock to it, and it'll also be similarly large to what we've seen in China and the US.
Okay, fantastic. What about funding? Are you sort of on track with that? Are you looking for funding?
So our majority shareholder is Times Internet Limited. So so our funding is taken care of. We're part of part of that. So. So we're not on the lookout for funding, which is is good. And being part of TIL, it's the best of it's best of both worlds. So we are an independent sort of startup, have our own offices, do essentially what we need to do, but also have the breadth and access that a larger media house has.
Okay, and at what stage did you actually bring in funding?
So this was about 2 years ago where TIL came into the picture. Yeah.
So talk to us about some of your experiences, Samir, because you set up the company 5 years ago.
Right,
how did you get into this, and what were the learnings? Because it's really, I think, in the last couple of years that we've seen that boom, in e-commerce. I mean, even some of the numbers you're suggesting, the pace of growth has really picked up now. Okay. So what were the early years like?
Okay, so I started this way back, you said, like 5 years ago, 2010. I was actually in the US, which is where I'm from. So being an online shopper there, like anyone else, I wanted to find ways to save money. So I would use coupon sites, I would use price comparison websites, I would use deal forums. These were all very useful for me in my online savings, saved hundreds of dollars when I was using these sites. So at the same time, I recognized that like, hey, e-commerce in India is finally starting to become, something meaningful. So I looked at it from a distance. Being in the U.S., it wasn't really possible for me to actually become a retailer.
Right.
But I thought, like, there's something I can do here. Indians are probably even more than Americans interested in how they can save. So, and there's no good resource to help them save at that point back in 2010. So I decided to be the one, who would create something. So we launched Coupon Dunya in December 2010. And pretty much immediately it started to do well. People, found like, hey, like I'm actually, these coupons, I can't find them anywhere else. They're helping me save money. So it started to do very well. Then, eventually moved to India, and I've been here, and it's grown, it's done well since then, yeah.
Great. Samir, thanks so much for coming in. Great having you on Rise and Stocks today.
Yes, thank you.
All right.